Hello, my love. Hello. I hope that this finds you well. I hope that you are rested. I hope that you are excited. I hope I hope that you are aware of your own breath. Good morning to you. I was thinking about possibility and how important it was to me to see possibility. And by this I mean to look at a situation or be approached with a situation or ideas and to see them as possible, as working, as succeeding. I think that it took me a while in my life to realize that you need to have that mindset in order to make things possible. That even if something sounds asinine and completely bonkers, it just might be possible. It just might work. It just might actually make sense. And there's a point when you are approached with information, when you are approached with ideas and suggestions or recommendations. For me, it was much easier to shoot them down. That won't work. That's not a good idea. I can't do that. That's not possible. And to come up with all of these reasons why the aforementioned thing would not succeed. And that's not a very helpful mindset. And it also does not allow you to explore what might actually work. In improv, there is an idea that when someone comes up with an idea or presents part of the scenario or scene as a reality, the other improv players must accept it and work with it and go with it. So if someone in an improv scene says, "Oh, look, here's a club," another person does not go over and say, "Oh, no, 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 that's not a club. You actually found my leftover stick." They have to work with the reality that was presented. And I'm not explaining that terribly well, so I apologize. I also apologize on behalf of those who actually know improv and what they're talking about, which is not me. But yes should be the initial response. Someone comes with an idea, it should be, yes, that might work. Let's think about how that might work. Let's think about all the ways that might work. Let's run with this idea in our heads. And only after doing that and weighing the various options, potential outcomes, only then should one start to reject the idea, or not even reject, consider why it may not work. Because clearly not everything that comes and not everything that is suggested is actually feasible. But if you don't open your mind to possibility, if you don't see possibilities, you will miss out on so many things that might actually help, that might actually be the solution you're looking for. It's not an easy thing to do because we are enmeshed in our own worlds and our own minds. And it is hard for us to reconcile that which is not a thought of our own or that which we did not think, because it is by definition foreign and outside of us, not of our own genesis. And I imagine there are psychological reasons or explanations for that. But it is to be avoided, I think, or at least I found it helpful to avoid. It took me very long time to realize it, and my practice, as in my practice of most all things, was far from perfect. But if you can allow yourself to see possibility, I think you will have a much more fulfilling life. And yes is always a much more exciting answer than no. Even yes but is more exciting than no. So, food for thought, something to mull over with all of these things, and I hope you are well. I hope that you get a chance to look at A Visit from the Goon Squad again. I cannot recommend that book enough. Just masterful, moving, and it's also about music. On the music front, again, Laura Gibson, it's funny because as I recall, the aggregator in the service that I used predominantly for a period of time, which I recommend if it is still present, was TIDAL, and its aggregation of songs, or albums, and the songs of Laura Gibson, the ones that other people like did not seem to be the same as mine. My favorite albums were Empire and Beasts of Seasons and Goners, and I think Grande got a lot of hits, but everyone has different tastes, so I will leave it at that.